Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Nerchio and Cyan on Galactic Process, the latter edition. In the top right side of the map, we have the red Protoss player, it is Cyan. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player, it is Nerchio. Now, Cyan is actually a player from China. I'm not sure if I've cast him on the channel before, but he plays for Rai Esports. He's been around for a while now. I guess fairly new to the scene compared to people as established as Nerchio, but still a very solid foreigner in his own right. We'll have to see if he can give Nerchio a run for his money here. This is from IEM Shanghai 2016. So welcome aboard and enjoy the cakes. Apparently most of these games were played on the 6th anniversary of StarCraft 2, which is why these all feature candles and pink frosting. Do you like pink frosting on cakes? I was thinking about this the other day. Cake isn't really my favorite thing in the world, but I was trying to figure out which kind of cake is my favorite, and I think it's German chocolate. I think it's the chocolate part is okay, but like that kind of coconut creamy frosting is just, it's amazing. Every year on my birthday, that's what I want. My wife makes it for me, and she's wonderful, but anyway, maybe I should branch out, try different things. Maybe ask for birthday pie. I think birthday pie could be a thing. I bet it could be a thing. Anyway, Cyan is going for the 1 gate expand. Meanwhile, hatch first, standard as can be from Nerchio into an extractor into a spawning pool. Again, this is Galactic Process. See this? This is a path you have to worry about if you're Protoss. See this? Another path you have to worry about if you're Protoss. You have to worry about these knocks getting rocked down if you are Protoss as well. And these, there are just so many ways for a Zerg to harass a Protoss player to death on this map. So we'll see if Cyan, I assume he's practiced on this map. It's been out for a while. I assume he knows what he's dealing with, what he's up against in playing against a Zerg player here. And if he does, he should really maybe put some cannons there, like 1 or possibly 2 standard defense on this, and then just make sure he knows when these rocks are getting knocked down by Lings. That's really all he needs to worry about. Cybernetics core just now finishing up for Cyan, and next thing he's going to do is obviously Warp Gate. Warp Gate research, making an Adept as well, and let's see what else he can do here. Stargate openings are pretty good against Zerg. Some really good Zerg players, I'm not going to name names here, but some really good Zerg players hate making static defense. So you get up 5 or 6 Phoenix and just absolutely lay waste to the drone lines, and then that can help catapult you to a better situation in the mid to the late game than normally you would have on this map. So we'll see if that happens out of Cyan. But no, it's going to be a Twilight Council. So Twilight Council coming up. Possibly going to be used for Blink. Adept really wants to kill a Ling. Does get one. Does get a Ling. Congratulations here. Sonic transfer so fast. Run. There's a ghost chasing you. How scary would that be? You're a Ling. You're just running for your life, and this red phantoms chases you, and then suddenly you die. Man, ghosts can kill you in StarCraft 2. Quote Falcon Paladin on that one. And now it's going to be actually Resonating Glaives, increasing the attack speed of Adepts by 45%. Going for a lot of Adepts in this early game is Cyan, which is something I am a fan of. If you're a Protoss player, you just have to worry about intense numbers of speedlings to surround you. You actually do fairly well against roaches. So we'll see if that comes into play, what Nerchio decides to do against it. Right now he's just droning up like a boss. He is up to 34. Well, he's making 3 more. So it's going to be 36 to 34 workers over the Protoss player here. Not really doing much. Is that invisible to... That is. We've seen that before. We've seen players do this before. That's actually invisible to the Protoss player if you put your Overlord right in this position. I assume the same goes for over here on this side of the map. Either way, the speedlings do come in, and Devs make quick work of one of them, and the other one does manage to escape. Does manage to escape with his life, which is something that you really value if you're a Zergling. Or maybe not. Maybe you're okay with dying for the Swarm. I don't know. I'm not sure what goes on in their little heads. Roachwarren on the way and getting a quick Spine Crawler. Perhaps seeing the number of Adepts. A 3rd base for Cyan. Cyan is not afraid. I mean, the problem is he's not really putting any pressure on the Zerg player. I guess the Adepts are moving out now. It's just I like that you can macro this, but you really have to slow down Nerchio. He is at 41 workers. He's getting the lairs, spreading his creep. His 3rd base is up very, very comfortably, which is not where you want a Zerg to be. You want to harass them to the point that they feel like their brains are going to fall out of their heads. I'm not sure if that's a technical term, but sure seems like it. So these Lings, I probably don't want to take down those rocks. I guess they want to sneak inside. Oh, man, they found the 3rd. Lings found the 3rd base. They're going right after the Nexus. Photon overcharge kills a couple of them. Ah. The Mothership Core is there. How interesting. Anyway, the Adepts show right on up here. There is a Spine Crawler. Spine Crawlers do very well against Adepts, considering the fact that they do not do any damage versus non-light stuff, really. A Roach getting surrounded and getting killed by the Adepts. More and more Roaches coming in, more and more Speedlings coming in here too. Can the Adepts kill this Queen? I'm not sure if they want to. There's the transfer, but it's back over where the Spine Crawler is. Why would you come here? I don't know. Either way, all the Adepts are gone. Blorp. All the Adepts are gone. The Lings were forced away from the third base. Okay, so Cyan did force some units out of Nerchio, which is fine. 48 to 48 workers. Cyan holding his line there as well. And this Adept Stalker thing with... Ooh, as soon as he gets Immortals out, that's going to help immensely. Immensely against these Roaches. And I think the Immortal will be ready to go by the time these Roaches show up. They do not have Glial Reconstitution. They're a little bit slow. A little bit pokey. Is this some Drop Lord play? Why are there Lings right here? That's not a Drop Lord, so I don't know. I do not know. Immortal needs to pop like now. I guess it doesn't need to. That's not a scary number of Roaches, but it would be useful to wreck this attack from Nerchio if you have an Immortal. And Nerchio decides to actually retreat. He moves in with a single Overseer. Does he have anything that can kill that? I guess the Sentries and the Stalker might be able to take it down. Another Immortal on the way. Hydralisk then coming up for Nerchio and taking a fourth base is our Zerg player. Income tag 67 to 57. Just a little push by Nerchio, and then he drones up behind it. And now he has 67 workers at the 6-minute mark. Remember how Stefano did the 11-minute Roach Max in Heart of the Swarm, and it was kind of mind-blowing at the time? How fast could your Roach Max in a Legacy of the Void is what I want to know. If you're effectively left alone as a Lurker Den comes up, how fast can you just get 200 supply out of Roaches and Drones? Someone should try this. Maybe Stefano. He is playing Legacy of the Void. Alright, it is the Drop Lord play. So Nerchio does manage to get his Lings inside this base without really worrying about that ramp. There is no third base here to deal with. This third base instead, which I think the Overlord is... I mean, the Lings have actually scouted that, so derp. Nothing to worry about. I just don't know what this number of Lings can do. I'm also not sure if that's a full wall off, but we'll have to wait and see if it is. Hallucinated Phoenix coming right on down. +1 attack. Just about 60% complete for Cyan. And here we come. Cyan's pushing out. I like this. I like this bravery. Kills a Changeling. Get out of my house. Says to the Changeling, did you bring an Observer with you? Tell me, Cyan, you have an Observer with you. So you can kill these creep tumors. Do it. He doesn't have one. Why do you not have one? Supply blocking Nerchio. That's not good, but that's a lot of Hydra Roach Ravager. Oh, man. I don't know about this. I'm not sure if Cyan wants to engage in this directly. Okay, I'm going to knock down this destructible. Not destructible rocks. Not destructible debris. It is a destructible. That's all it really is here. Cyan getting, 64 to 71 total harvesters. Going for the surround is Nerchio, though, from multiple angles. Can he handle this? Guardian Shield is up. Pretty good stutter step. And Force Field's keeping a lot of the units out of there, dealing with that smaller group while this group's kind of stuck on the ramp. Meanwhile, some drones are dying. Where the heck was that? Oh, it looks like it was in here. Whatever, no big deal. Overseer. Ah, was that Corrosive Bile being used on a Force Field on purpose? I do not know. Immortals are continuing to crush through, but this is just so much stuff from Nerchio. Corrosive Bile is landing on a lot of things. Adepts trying to do what they can do. +1 attack has completed. Immortals here with 5 kills and 3 kills each. But Sentry is trying to handle that stuff on the back. The surround is real from Nerchio, you guys. Absolutely crushing this attack out of Cyan. Full retreat right now. The Immortals themselves, again, 7 kills, 6 kills. 1 gets focused right on down and explodes. Not looking good for our Protoss friend right now. I'm going to say that very, very quickly. Adepts in here trying to deal their damage. Might get themselves a Queen if they don't focus on the Roaches here. Can they get the Queen? No! No, they cannot get the Queen. It's 148 to 100 at total supply. Armor supply 83 to 39. What is going on? Cyan, are you spending your money? Cyan is spending his money. It's pretty good, but Nerchio with no upgrades whatsoever. He's getting +1 missile attack, but it's not going to show up anytime soon. 7 Hydralisks in production. Nerchio is working on about 180 supply right now. He's getting an Infestation Pit. I love this, not getting stuck on the tier 2 units. +2 attack is on the way for Cyan. Another Immortal coming up too, but it's just a dominating show right now by Nerchio. Can he end it here? I don't know. I think he's going to try. Yeah, he's going to try. Corrosive Bile landing and taking out most of that Cybernetic score. It does end up exploding. The army trying to deal with this thing. There are 4 Immortals, which is pretty nice, but some Roaches got inside the main base. That's not good. That is not good. The rest of the army retreats and just leaves the Roaches to do whatever they want back here. Warping in some Zealots. I'm not sure if that's the correct choice. But I guess if the Roaches aren't being microed very well, it is. Wow. Nerchio not microing hardly at all. at that point. Warping in Zealots on this base. All right. I'm not sure that Lings are what you want to do this with, as they're getting two-shot right in the face. More Roaches show up, though. And that number of Roaches is just fine if you're trying to deal with a Zealot incursion. So Cyan does manage to kill a few workers. Did he? Four of them. Lost 8 of his own. And he's pushing out again. You gotta love Cyan. You gotta hand it to this kid. Immortals, that's just... Okay, so the Lurkers are here now. It's 183 to 140 total supply. Walk into those spines and you're in so much trouble, Cyan. You see the spines, he sees the spines. He backs right off the creep, says, okay. Alright, so here it is. Guardian Shield comes up on the bottom side here, but the Concave is for real for Nerchio. Both sides here as well. Can Cyan get out? The Immortals aren't sure what to attack. All the Archons are gone, just standing and firing. These angles are beautiful from Nerchio. Backed into a corner. The Immortals do finally get taken out, and that's it. A GG from Cyan. Cyan is defeated. Nerchio is victorious, and Cyan has left the game. Yeah, that was just kind of a clinic. Honestly, wow. I mean, Nerchio just absolutely dismantled Cyan in this game. I liked Cyan's attitude. I liked that he kept attacking. I liked that he did some drops back here. His defense was not bad either. He knew how to use force fields. He knew how to use Guardian Shield. It's just I don't think the early damage was enough. Nerchio got himself up to, what, 68 Harvesters fairly quickly? He was at 67, I think, 5 minutes ago. And just allowed to do whatever he wanted, which was just a nice, a beautiful composition of Ravagers, Lurkers, Hydras, Roaches, Lings, and just made it happen while planning for Tier 3 if necessary, but it wasn't really necessary in the end, and Cyan tapped out. So, well done indeed to Nerchio, and that's it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.